Hello, 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 everyone. I hope everyone is having a great start to the week. There's Teresa hopping in. That's marvelous. Hey, Teresa.
Hi,
Yeah,
Rainey.
hi. It's such a beautiful thing to start these weeks over. And I like to draw a line on the card or in the sand or whatever your expression is. And no matter how your week was last week, this is a new week. So I like to start weeks on Monday. Some people start them on Sunday, okay? But I like to start them on Monday. Lots to talk about today. Kind of different topics, but they all really go together and they're important, I think. So we all deal with stuff, okay? I'm going to talk about stuff today that I was never told about. Okay. And I think a lot of women out there have never been told about many of these things. It's time we talk about it. It's time we talk about a lot of stuff, whether it's taxes, death, whatever. Okay. Women's issues. All right. So today we're going to talk about leakage, UTIs, urinary health, sunburn. There's a different topic. Skin aging, muscle recovery, bugs, and also, hey, Brandy, and also energy and sleep. Okay, we've got a lot of different subjects that we're going to talk about. Welcome, Brandy. Glad you're here. So let's just call it out. Okay. Most of us have tried over the counter or prescription meds, and mostly either they didn't work or they have so many side effects that it was not a good trade-off. So we can handle these things with oils. So let's start down there. Okay, let's talk about stuff that I wish my mom had talked to me about. Um, So usually things start in one of the menopause stages, whether it's perimenopause, menopause, postmenopause, whatever it is you're talking about. It's women's stages. Some of these things do start earlier for women, but mostly it starts during one of the menopause stages. You can have an increased sense of urgency. You can have leaking when you're laughing, jumping. You can have difficulty holding your urine generally. Some people have chronic UTIs. Because for women, as we age, the urinary tract system and the tissue in that area of our bodies, like everywhere else, starts to degrade. Okay. So it's important to find solutions for that. Some people use vaginal estrogen cream to help with that. For those that can't or don't want to, there are natural solutions. All right. So sometimes it feels like you have a UTI and you don't have a UTI. Okay. Sometimes, there's a weird feeling like we need to pee. Um, so there are discussions in various Facebook groups about these things because, let's face it, we're all going through it, right? Whether we like it or not. And there's two unlikely oils that have been talked about just lately that I want to share with you. The two oils are one is Forgive. It comes in a roller and oop, it went the other way, 5 ml. It's an emotional oil. The other is Abode, a cleaning oil. Okay. Now, when we look at blends, it isn't just what they're called or what their intent, maybe their main use is. It's what's in them. Okay. So, um, what I want to tell you is that what people have said to do when women have, or men, okay, men get UTIs also, have a UTI is the first way to do it is take the Forgive roller. Now, this is pre-diluted, so you see the little mark there, touch, all right? and roll this on your abdomen and roll it down into the pubic area, but not in your private area, and roll it on the inside of your upper thighs. Then take a few drops of abode in your hand and put that in the same areas except not on the inner part of your thighs because there's hot oils in here and you don't necessarily want to get those up in your private areas. Okay. But for some reason, the oils, well, there's a good reason, it's a chemical reason. The oils that are in these work to combat a UTI faster than you can believe. Okay. So take do this every couple hours, do it again. Most people have relief within 12 to 24 hours. Okay. Pro tip. If you want to buy the nice labeled bottle from doTERRA or just use one of the doTERRA empty rollers that you can get, we just get them in a 6 pack, all right? And they're reasonable and they don't leak. And then buy the oil in the bottle and fill it up yourself. 20 drops, top it off with coconut oil, much cheaper. Okay. So for many years, believe it or not, women that had issues with UTIs were taking our On Guard soft gels and putting two up in their private area. A lot of people were saying, "Oh, I'm not doing that." I'm just not doing that, right? Some people take one of the On Guard soft gels and put it up after they've had sex. Great. Some people are saying, I'm not doing that. Okay. This is a solution that everybody can wrap their head around because, it's just not as scary as putting something up inside of you. Okay. So again, take the Forgive, roll it around on your abdomen, your pubic area, but not inside, and also on your inner thighs. Take the Abode, a few drops, put that on top, or make a roller with both of them and roll it around. Okay. So you can do it any of the ways that you want. All right. But when you are doing it, most people, boom, done within 12 to 24 hours. UTIs can be very painful and annoying. In addition, and Teresa, we were talking about this the other day, elderly people, men and women, get UTIs. And when they go to are brought to the hospital sees them exhibiting signs of dementia, right? Of something not going right, because a UTI can cause that reaction in elderly people. So use this, and I would do, make a roller and use this for people that, whether it's your mother, father, grandmother, aunt, uncle, whatever it is, a friend, that you may want to help out, so that the UTI doesn't go into something worse, like even sepsis. Okay. Um, Another remedy. Some people, as a preventative, take tea tree, and we got it for free this month, or with our loyalty orders. I'm going to crack mine open because I love tea tree. Okay. Mm, God, I love it. Take tea tree and make a spray. Okay. So take one of our sprayers. You buy them in a 3 pack, very reasonable. Put your water in first because they're dark. Put in your 20 drops of tea tree, give it a little shimmy shake, leave it in your bathroom. And what people are doing is when they use the toilet, when they urinate, afterwards spray a little in that area. Okay. Tea tree is very, very cleansing, and it's a good thing to do preventatively. Okay. Um, so Forgive and Abode, put it on your wish list. If you know me, you know I never used Forgive for years because I thought I had nothing to forgive. And now it's one of my favorite aromas. I carry it sometimes as a personal fragrance. So I think you'll really, really like it. Any questions or comments or thoughts on that subject? Starting off big here.
No, that was great. And
Randy,
that's
what are
good
your thoughts?
information to have.
Good.
Cool. All right, cool. Um, so I want to tell you, and I may sound like a bit of a broken record. You've heard me say this a million times. We want to prevent these things. We want to be proactive. The best way to be proactive is by taking care of ourselves. And we want to do it the doTERRA way, which is from the inside out. Okay. So please make sure you're taking your daily supplements. Okay. What does that mean? Okay. That means we're taking our supplements that are like no other on the market because they're super powered by essential oils. Whether you take, and I'm going to grab these bottles, the capsule form, Lifelong Vitality, okay? Or if you take the green drink form, VMG,
Phoebe
along.
started those.
You did?
Phoebe did.
Oh, Phoebe did. Yay. And how old is Phoebe? Tell everyone.
16.
Yes. Good girl. All right. So she wants it, she's taking them with the omegas, right?
No, she just bought those one drinks. Just
Okay,
trying.
good. Very cool.
Yeah.
That's a good, I wish I had started when I was 16, you know?
Yeah, my dad's order is supposed to be here tomorrow, and I ordered
Good.
those with him. So,
Oh, yay.
yeah.
Yay. You know, it doesn't matter whether you want capsule or powder drink. I like the powder drink because it's easy. Okay. Whatever it is, take it. All right. So we do know also that Terrazyme, all right, which is our digestive enzyme, it's not just for digestion. Okay. It's for soft tissue, among other things. So remember, I said as we age, our tissue can degrade. You know, our skin gets thinner. It doesn't have the hydration it used to have, whether it's skin that you can see and feel on your arms and hands, face, or anywhere on your body. All right. So, um, when your body starts aging at about 30, your body slows down the production of digestive enzymes that we need to support tendons, soft tissue, fascia, which is all the rage now. And these are the things that hold our body together, okay? If you're in our Facebook group, look in the search for the video Terrazyme Ingredients. And our friend Lisa did a video years ago and she went through every ingredient in Terrazyme and what it does. Okay. It really is just amazing. I also want to tell you that another thing of aging is kind of that mid-body bulge, right? We get some midriff bulge, muffin top, whatever we want to call it, right? So people take 3 to 5 Terrazyme in the morning on an empty stomach and at night on an empty stomach in order to get rid of that um, stuff that's built up inside of us. Okay. So Terrazyme is amazing. The other thing that we want to take every day is a probiotic. Even mainstream medical has wrapped their head around the importance of probiotics. Veterinarians for our pets have wrapped their head around the importance of probiotics. Our PB Restore is amazing. I've done a lot of studying about probiotics. So ours is a pre, pro, and postbiotic. If you're going to spend the money for something, let's get bang for our buck, okay? So this is great for urinary tract health, vaginal health, skin health, hormone balancing, especially for women. Um, I have a few videos that I've done that you can see in our private group or on my YouTube page, channel thing. So I want to read you something about this probiotic, which always amazes me. Okay. It's a dual chamber time release delivery system, supports the body throughout the day. It aids digestive comfort, micronutrient synthesis, gut barrier integrity, and healthy metabolism. The, I'm bad at pronouncing things. Metabolites produced by the bacterial strains in this probiotic have been shown to support skin health, respiratory, and immune systems in a healthy inflammatory response. Really important while we're aging, okay? As you know, I've had multiple eye surgeries. And when I take my foundational wellness supplements, my eyes are stronger and better. And that doesn't include putting the oils around my eyes that I like to use. Okay. Our eyes age and degrade as we get older, and we want to keep our eyes as healthy as we can for as long as we can. All right. So, what else can we do to support ourselves? Meta Power Advantage. Okay. I've been taking collagen for 40 years. That's 40. Okay. I've been taking a beef collagen that was very special, made from Argentinian beef hides, and I really thought that it was fabulous until I tried ours. Okay. Um, ours, the I like the cherry pomegranate flavor. Okay. It's called Meta Power Advantage in the same kind of little sachet as the green drink. Okay. Um, so it's for urinary tract health, but why? Let's think about the soft tissue again. So, since taking this collagen, now remember, I'd been taking collagen for 40 years. I sleep better, I have more energy, I have firmer, more youthful skin, and I don't have to pee as often. Okay. I mean, I don't wake up in the night and have to go and pee unless I've had a ton of water, right before bed. And then, que sera. But boom, okay, easy. Collagen is important. All right. This is not your everyday collagen. This is marine collagen. And it's the best one on the market because it helps with the production of NAD plus. All right. And other, as they call them, cellular generated molecules that begin to decline from age 25. Google NAD plus, and you will see that it's critical for, and I'll read this, mitochondria maintenance, gene regeneration related to optimal metabolic health and multiple age markers. Bottom line, our collagen, it's more than okay, it's great. It's marine collagen, but it's also super powered by essential oils, and that makes it unlike anything on the market. Plus, it's got collagen and NMN, and that works in your body to create the NAD plus. All right. It's really a longevity tool. Okay. So you can read about it on our doTERRA website. You can read about it. I was so impressed when this first came out that I did a whole page on my website, rainyray.com. So I think it's under the Learn tab. There's a whole page about this collagen. All right. I was blown away. All right. So most people just take one advantage collagen pack a day. Okay. If you are troubled by urinary tract issues, including UTIs, what I want you to do, and if you're peeing all the time or feeling like you need to pee, okay, what I want you to do is take one pack for a week. Then I want you to take 2 packs a day, space them out for a few weeks or a month, and then go back to one pack forever, like I do. Okay. Um, If you feel anything coming on, remember, use the abode and the forgive. Okay. Um, it really is something that I think we all need in our toolbox. All right. I'm just noticing my hands. I fell off the wagon and stopped using my Yarrow Palm. Yarrow Palm is amazing, okay? And I normally put it on my hands. I won't do it right now because I'll look like a Smurf, okay? But I normally put it on the top of my hands. I started again yesterday so I didn't have grandma hands. I don't like grandma hands. Okay, so what else is a daily must? All right, what do you think, Teresa?
The green drink, definitely. Um, and and Tri-Ease. So I do Tri-Ease for
Brilliant.
my sinuses.
Okay.
Um, and also some of the oils. Like I use some of the lemon oil every day.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Frankincense, oregano.
Awesome.
Um, and that just and almost a flute shot. I don't do it a flute shot every day. But if I
Frankincense, lemon, on guard, oregano, tea tree, for those who don't
yes,
know.
or time.
Yeah, yeah,
And so but I do that for my ear, so I just kind of watch that. But and at night I use Breathe. I have some Breathe in a spray bottle,
mm-hmm,
diluted.
mm-hmm.
Um and I just spray. I also use it in my diffuser
Awesome.
at night just to help my airways.
Oh, beautiful. Brandy, chime in. What do you think is a must do every day?
I use my Breathe for my sinuses.
Awesome.
And On Guard, I've been putting a drop of On Guard in some water in the mornings or in my coffee.
Oh, yum.
Ugh, I
Okay.
need it right now.
Yeah.
I need my sleep right now too. But
Yeah, I hear you.
my Serenity, I use Serenity in the evenings. So,
Awesome.
and
Awesome.
I do lemon water.
Ooh, yeah. So I want to circle back. Okay. Lemon in your water or tangerine or one of the other citrus every day, all day. Metapower blend so that it cleans out your kidney, colon, and liver. We want to keep those
Hmm.
filters clean, right?
Yeah.
Um, and Teresa mentioned Tri-Ease, okay? Um, Allergies, sinus stuff, all of that. The oils that we use in doTERRA for that are lemon, lavender, and peppermint. Those three together. You can put 2 to 4 drops in a glass with half a cup of water, swish it around and swallow. You can
Mhm.
take a Tri-Ease soft gel, and that has lemon, lavender, and peppermint in it. And when you use these together, it not only stops the symptoms, you get symptom relief, right, Teresa?
Yes.
But over time, with consistent use, we have found, and I'm exhibit A, okay, it rebalances your histamine response. So I don't even get allergic reactions anymore, or very, very rarely. Um, so I can't say enough about that. There's no need to suffer from allergies and stuff. Um, Another tip that I've been trying and doing is, and I love this 5 ml bottle because I can take it with me everywhere, okay? I have tinnitus in my left ear, and I tend, like Teresa, to get some sinus issues. So I'm starting every night to take some of our tea tree, put it behind my ear, both of them, on that bone, okay? And then I take a little that's on my finger and I go in my ear. We do not put oils in the ear, but the little bit of dampness, I just put it in my ear and in the other ear. And I'm seeing some interesting improvement, and I'm hoping that it'll continue. Tea tree is
Mm.
so antibacterial and cleansing and purifying that I'm hoping that we'll have even more relief that way. So think about that, Teresa, and trying
Okay.
that. Yeah. And these 5 ml bottles that we get for free are great. Don't throw them away. You can refill them, put one by your bedside, take one traveling, whatever it might be. All right. Let's switch and talk about sun. All right. It's summertime. In Florida, it's summertime all year round. All right.
Hmm.
Um, so I was out with Teresa. We were doing some water work with the dogs, and I had put on our mineral sunscreen, but where couldn't reach, I got burned. Okay. So I took a shower, looked in the mirror, and that part that you can't reach right in between, I have a cluster of red burn. So I used our after sun. All right, if you don't have this, this is amazing. Okay, it's got essential oils in it and it's got very restorative oil in it, but it is not real oily. Okay.
Is it the
And-
after sun restorative body mist?
Yep. Have you tried
Okay.
it?
Nope, because I was doing the thing because I'm going kayaking.
Oh, there you go.
And yeah, okay.
So make sure to look into our sunscreen because it is mineral based and it
Hmm.
goes on smooth, but it is
Hmm.
different than other mineral based sunscreens.
Okay.
Be because it's not this all I had read all this stuff. I don't know how I remembered. But I thought it was cool. It's non-nano mineral based sunscreen, which means
Okay.
if it was nano, the particles go through your skin into your body, and you don't want that.
Okay.
Makes sense? The non-nano
Yeah.
stays on the outside. Okay.
Okay.
And that's the key. I love also a little I have this one's almost empty, so I have to use my finger to scoop it out. They're the lip balm.
That's what I was just looking at.
Yeah, it's really, really good. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Um, all right. So if you don't have this after sun, what do you do? Okay. I love, love, love this. We call it after sun and cooling spray because my back felt hot. All right. So, and it's great for a perfume. Here's what it is. You take a 1 ounce sprayer. Okay. Here's mine. After sun cooling. I was into the big font on this one. Um, you take a 1 ounce sprayer, and I like to put water in first because it's dark, and if not, you overflow and lose your oils. And you take 10 to 20 drops each, depending on what you want. Frankincense, peppermint, lavender, tea tree, and copaiba. That's it. Then if you really want to up it and love the aroma, also add 10 to 20 drops of our Madagascar vanilla. All
Mm.
right, because vanilla in the perfume profile really is a favorite of a lot of people. So, and just give it a little shake and spray it on. Um, so, frankincense, peppermint, lavender, tea tree, and copaiba, and add vanilla if you want. All right. Switching gears, aches and pains. All right, warm weather's here. We're going outside. We're doing things like Brandy said she's kayaking. We're doing weekend warrior stuff. Teresa's gardening more. Outdoor sports. And even though we have like endless summer here in Florida, we do more seasonally, just like other parts of the country. So we're going to wake up or finish a project and have aches and pains. You're going to feel stiff. There's muscles that you haven't used. Brandy, if you haven't kayaked in a while, you're going to be using those muscles, okay?
I used
Um,
my muscles yesterday in my right leg and moved my motorcycle yesterday.
oh boy.
Oh,
Oh boy.
yeah.
Hmm. Well, here's what we got. Make sure that you've got deep blue. Okay.
I've been
I,
taking those.
yep, I keep extras and I didn't bring the capsules out, but I keep at least 4 bottles extra of the deep blue capsules. And I have
Mm-hmm.
at least 2 extra of these, the deep blue rub and the stick and the deep
Mm-hmm.
blue oil. Okay.
Yeah.
Why? How are we going to use it? Okay. How are you using your capsules, Brandy?
I take one in the morning and one at night.
How's that going?
Um, I'm halfway, I'm halfway through my 30 days and stuff, but I'm feeling better.
Yay. Yay. Good. Brandy recently also, if I can say it, I hope it's all right, had
Yeah.
knee replacement. So, lots going on and deep our deep blue capsules, they're an anti-inflammatory. They're what's called a polyphenol. So it's for pain and inflammation. So Tom and I, like Brandy, take one in the morning, one in the evening. And if you follow me, you know that I was riddled with neck and back arthritis. Um, I was constantly having to go to the chiropractor, get massages. I was using Aleve and Tylenol and whatever I could get in order to try and stay pain-free and get my work done. Okay. When we moved to Florida, I had a scan because I was looking for chiropractors. I had had scans in Illinois and it showed all sorts of arthritis. I had a scan when we moved to Florida and I was trying to find a new chiropractor. And I was shocked that there was little or no arthritis. The only thing that changed was, and we didn't have VMG at the time, I was taking Lifelong Vitality, Terrazyme, PB Restore, and I didn't bring it out, but the deep blue capsules. Okay. They say you can't get rid of arthritis. All right. I'm 70 years old. I don't have hardly any arthritis in my previously injured neck and back. So, I don't believe in coincidence. I believe there's a correlation between things. All right. So, um, the other deep blue products, how do you guys use the stick, the rub, and the oil?
I use the stick, I just rub it on my knee.
Okay.
I
How
don't have
often?
the, uh, I do it in the morning, and then if I'm doing something during the evening, I'll rub it on there. Or after I take a shower.
Awesome. Tom loves the stick too. What about you, T?
I use the stick. When you remember, it's been a while back. I tweaked my lower back,
Oh, yeah.
which I'd done before, and but it was extremely painful. So I was using the stick. That's when I was introduced to Deep Blue.
Oh, cool.
And I had some of the oil, so I was using the oil before the stick came in. But now I have the stick, and now I have the Deep Blue capsules.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
And how are you taking the capsules?
I take one in the morning and one at night, one in the evening, if I remember. I haven't been as good about taking the one in the evening.
And that's exactly why I love the green drink because you take it in the morning, you don't have to worry about your second.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Do you take your Deep Blue with food?
I do. It doesn't matter to me because it has tummy tamers in it, they call them. Or
Okay, so it
yeah, you don't have to. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I thought I'd read on there that you had to take it with food, so that was one that, I try and get it with
Right.
dinner, but sometimes I forget.
And the more you use oils and these natural supplements, the less likely you're going to have that burping thing. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So the more your body gets used to it. I have uh one really bad knee and one pretty bad knee. So my lower from the knee down, especially with what we do with search and rescue, where we're stepping over vines and that kind of repetitive movement, um, I really want to keep my knees, my calves, my shins, ankles all really strong. Plus, I started rucking, just
Yeah.
for the heck of it, and you too, Teresa, which is just putting weight on when you're walking. So, my routine at night, we have dinner, relax, do whatever we're going to do. But before I'm ready for bed, as part of my nighttime routine, I go in the kitchen, I put on I would say double the amount that you'd use of toothpaste, at least, of Deep Blue, shmooey it around, and I put it all over my knees, shins, calves, ankles, and then I rub it on my hands.
Mm,
Then I take a few drops of copaiba because we
mm,
know from the stick, which has copaiba in it, okay, that copaiba enhances, increases, makes better the effect of the Deep Blue, the effectiveness. So I rub that on. But wait, there's more. I want even more impact. So I take a few drops of the oil
yeah. Yeah.
and then put that on over, which I like doing over the stick also. I love the smell of Deep Blue, but a lot of people don't. So, they don't want all that menthol smell. I don't mind. But that's my nighttime routine, is putting on that Deep Blue, and then I relax my lower body, putting my legs up. Um, I remember seeing my mom as a kid. She would lay on the floor to straighten her back out, and she'd put her legs up on the wall. And she would do that for 25 minutes, or longer. And now I understand why, right? It really does help with all of the stuff going on with our lower limbs. Um, what
Rainy,
else? Yeah,
do you have my camera turned off on your side?
nope. That's on
Mm.
your control, baby. I want to see
Oh,
you.
well, we tried, and Phoebe was helping, and it's not coming on.
Yeah, no, that's on you. I have nothing that I have done on this end. We just see a camera with a hash mark.
Yeah, that's all we have right here too. Here, just click the video. Okay.
Anyway, anything else you want to add about Deep Blue? As
Nope,
No.
long
it does work.
It does. And it's a summer must-have, don't you think?
Yes.
I mean, it's crazy. All right, last but not least, I want to talk about bugs. We've been talking
Uh,
about bugs for a while and our bug spray, and we've been talking about things like that. But really, the most important oil, and I carry this in my purse, is TerraShield. Okay.
okay.
TerraShield was changed a few years ago. So now the FDA has said we can call it repellent blend. Okay. To be called a repellent it has to be in a certain category of efficacy. All right. So I didn't bring it out. It's in my purse, but TerraShield, there you
Here
are. TerraShield comes in
you go.
the 15 mil, and it comes also in a 1 ounce sprayer. Okay.
Okay.
Um, so TerraShield is safe for all ages of us. Hey, Phoebe.
Honey.
And it's safe for all animals except little newborn puppies and kittens and newborn kids. We're not using it on them. Okay. But it's safe. And what you want to do, unlike all of those toxic bug sprays where you just take that can or that pump and just spray it all over you, no need to do that with Deep Blue. I mean, with the Terra Shield. You take a few drops or spray some from the sprayer in your hand, rub your hand together and start just patting it around. Okay. You do that with your dog, whatever, also. Your horse. With horses, because they're bigger, I like to make our bug spray. And we use it on the dogs and we use it on ourselves. The important oil that's in there is our Terra Shield. Okay. So when you're out and about, we use it for keeping the flies away, keeping mosquitoes, gnats, no-see-ums, fleas, ticks, all of that away. All right. When you're putting it on your furry family member, you don't need to get it down into the skin. Just pet it on and the skin will wick it in. All right. Um, have you guys, you're using the Terra Shield, right?
I don't have
I
any.
have not.
And Teresa, you've used the bug spray that I make.
I've used your bug spray. Yes, I have.
Right, right. And you guys have not tried the Terra Shield yet?
No,
Oh
I
my
got it on
God.
my list.
Yeah, it's really very effective. And like I say, you don't need to use a lot. I just say with dogs, like when we're going to go out, I put some on my hand and make sure to pat it on their head, around their ears, on their muzzle, underneath, and then up under their belly, and also up in their pits where the bugs like to bite.
Yeah.
You know the locations. More isn't better. Okay, just making
Mhm.
sure you have it on there. There's recipes in our private Facebook group and online about using Terra Shield to make flea collars. So you're not using the toxic flea repellent stuff. Um, so any other ideas about bug repellent? Oh, citronella. All
Yeah,
right. We can put that. I like to put citronella in the diffuser when we're out on the lanai at night because those little teeny no-see-ums or whatever come through the screen.
yeah.
And they can
Nice.
be annoying. Yeah, yeah. And Terra Shield out there too. Remember, Terra Shield is pre-diluted. Okay.
Okay.
What does that mean? You can use it right out of the bottle. It's got coconut oil in it. So I mean, let's just go out and have a blast for summer, and get all this stuff done and not be thinking we got to run and pee all the time or fighting off bugs or, let's just enjoy it, right?
Right.
The other day, was it Saturday? We went to the new property, worked there. We came home. My jeans were freckled from
Mm,
moving ticks,
yeah.
see ticks, and Josh pulled almost 30 ticks off of me.
Mm, mm, mm.
Oh, jeez.
Wow. That's a lot.
I'm
Ticks
sure
are nasty. So
they are.
what I want you to do is in our group, look up our bug spray, fly spray, whatever it is. Look it up. And I want you to make that because what I do, and Teresa has done this too, is before we're going to go out into the forest, we spray ourselves down, and that you can just sort of spray. And then I cover my dog's eyes and I spray some around, then spray it on my hand and do his head and underneath his
Okay.
belly. Um, but it really, can you still get ticks on you or your animals? Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But it really is a great repellent. And then you're not using those neurotoxins that are in the other topicals and ingestible
Okay.
um, flea and tick stuff. Yeah. All a matter of presenting choices, so that's
Yeah.
cool. Anything else that you guys are thinking about, have questions about?
Um, I need more time in the day. Yes. No. No, I had a lady ask me um about doTERRA the other day, so I have to reach out to her.
Cool. Yeah, there's so many people that can be helped.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to jump off of here. I gotta take PB to work, and one of the ladies is there. I think she got her tonsils taken out, so I think she's back this week.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, take Phoebe to work. We don't want her to be late.
Oh, tell me about that. Yeah. We have her doing manual labor now because
Oh,
she
good.
decided not to do regular chores.
All right. That's a conversation for another time.
Yeah. So, okay, we'll talk to you later.
All right. Thanks for joining, Brandy.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye. All right, Teresa, anything else that you want to hop in with?
No, I think you've covered everything.
Yeah, I just really wanted to for us to head on the whole thing about urinary tract stuff.
That was good. And those are topics that people, kind of shy away from.
Right,
But that's good information to know.
right.
Um, it's not something that was on my radar, but as a woman, it's going to come up at some point in time.
Yes, yes. So now that's going to be right up there with my favorite subject to talk about, which is poop. Okay, so we're going to
Yes.
always talk about both, all right?
Yes, exactly.
Nothing wrong with that, all right?
No. No, because that's very important. I mean,
Yeah,
another thing
very.
you don't want to talk about, but it is your gut
Yeah,
health. If your gut's not healthy, then
right.
your your body is not healthy because you can't absorb the nutrients. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I love that. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. All right, my friend, thank you for hopping in.
All right. Thanks, Rainey.
All
This is
right,
great
take
talk.
good care, everyone. Happy oiling, everyone. Take good care.